first season of Hidden Heritage, we ran a story on an organization from Colorado Springs called One Nation Walking Together. Like other charities, their mission is to serve the needs of the many Native American reservations where unemployment still runs high and where many times families struggle to meet the most basic of everyday needs. One Nation asked you, our loyal viewers, if you could help in any way possible. And so here we are, over a year later, and the response has been, well, overwhelming. All of us at Hidden Heritage and One Nation are so thankful for your heartfelt consideration for the needy that we decided to bring you along and let you see the results of your generosity. Join us now as we travel to the Lower Brule Sioux Reservation of South Dakota. Just one reservation where a plea came in for assistance, and thanks to you, the viewers, One Nation was able to pack and ship an entire truckload of items that simply would not have been there a year ago.
Food, especially on the res when they don't want the commodities.
I know.
Crap.
Well, we are a charity, a local charity based in Colorado Springs, and our mission is to make a positive difference in the lives of Native Americans. And we do this through various programs, and we provide hope to the people living mostly on reservations in the West, in Montana, and North and South Dakota, Nebraska, New Mexico, Arizona, and the people in Colorado too. And the humanitarian programs include items that are mostly donated by individuals or churches or groups or businesses in the Colorado Springs area, Pikes Peak region. They donate clothing and furniture and food and appliances and school supplies, medical supplies, Christmas gifts, used building materials, anything and everything that can sustain a family and keep them from starving to death, keep them from freezing to death. He was the creator and told me I need to help the people. I had an interest in Native history, Native culture many, many years. Grew up in the streets of Philadelphia as a kid playing cowboys and Indians, and really when the Air Force sent me on active duty, they said, where do you want to live? I said, I want to live out west where the cowboys and Indians were. And so I took classes on Native culture, Native history, and Western history. And when the opportunity presented itself to do something like this, I did. I looked at the ceiling and I said, I'm enjoying my retirement too much. I don't need this. You know, I've been retired about 12 years, and the need was presented again, and I said, I got to do it. So I did. I looked at the ceiling and told the creator, I'm going to do this. People need help.
My main purpose as far as being at the warehouse is to coordinate the volunteers that we get, finding where they fit. Not everybody works in the Christmas room, so I find who works in the Christmas room, who works in the warehouse, who goes on some of our repair trips. We'll take groups of volunteers to actually go to the reservation, try and do some work on a home. We'll take volunteers and run food up there, so I'll coordinate those. I also coordinate the donations as far as what's requested from the agencies or people up on the reservation. So when we load a semi-truck full of donations, we don't just put anything on it. We don't want to send landfill or waste. We find out what it is they need, so those are the items that we can put on the truck so there's no wasted space or nothing on there that doesn't need to be on there. So I do a lot of communications with tribal people. As far as how it's impacted my life, I started as a volunteer, not really knowing anything about it all. But I've gained experience, I've gained knowledge, and it's impacted my life to know exactly what we take for granted as Americans and what we see on TV and how we live our basic lives and have our basic needs met. It's impacted my life to understand how basic needs are not met by others. And it's impacted my life to the extent to know that if more people would get involved and get educated and learn about the needs here in our country, of the conditions here in our country, of our people, if they would just get involved and find out how to make a difference, because One Nation's not a fix. And we don't think of ourselves as a fix, but a minor Band-Aid on providing some of the essentials, whether it be a bed for a family or be clothing for a family till they grow out of it, or the kids in their shoes. But I think that if we pull together, we can make a difference. We're One Nation walking together, but sometimes we're One Nation working together, working to make a difference, working to try to change some lives, try to give some hope, try to give some support.
Well, my spirit is so big, man, and my heart is so big. I wish we got more time so I can tell you what I want to say. But one thing that I want to say, please help One Nation and help us. You help One Nation and help us, and we take it to the families that really need some help and change lives.
DTV presents Brulee's American Indian Rock Opera. One night only, Saturday, November 24th at the Orpheum Theater in Omaha, Nebraska. The holiday tradition returns with a unique blend of contemporary and Native American music, along with traditional rhythms and dance. Brulee. Tickets are available at the Ticket Omaha box office at ticketomaha.com or call 402-345-0606.
Well, the goods are donated to us, gifted to us, and we in turn gifted them to the people on the reservations. We might send them to a mission, a school, a community. Individuals might even come down from a tribe with their own vehicle, and we'll load them up. But what's given to us, we give to the people. They're gifted to us, and we gift it to the people in need. I don't know the exact numbers, how many support us. I know that, you know, if it weren't for, it's throughout the country. Most of it comes from El Paso County, Colorado, the Pikes Peak region, Pueblo, some north of us. But we have people from Pennsylvania and New York, in Utah, that long-distance supporters that contribute to our mission. We, in turn, send at least this last year, we sent of the items that are donated to us, and then we in turn donate to the tribes. I mean, the tribal agencies, the missions, or the communities. I think last year we averaged close to $1.9 million in donations of merchandise that we sent.
Has a program that if you want to upgrade your mattress and your sleeper couch, you pay more. Right. And then the mattresses that came originally in it are now getting donated to us out of Pueblo. So there's over 100 beds on this truck today because of about 80 of them are from this American Furniture Warehouse.
Well, Urban, we get to see kind of the end result of some of the work that's been going on that you guys have been doing for years, but for us it's the first time to see this. Very, very rewarding. But what's going through your mind and thinking you're seeing the turnout and the response here today?
Oh, it's just been awesome. I'm just so pleased to see so many people show up and people caring about other people. There's people that, because of physical or health issues, couldn't make it, but other people in the community said, we got to take things to them. So it's just heart-rending to see what's going on, the smiles on the people's faces, the tears of joy. It's just good for the soul. I'm so pleased to be a part of this and that we could work together with people at our family at Brulee to make this happen.
Well, when you see the result of this, it even hits you harder. You know, so we just want to be able to continue to help out. And what would you tell somebody who's seeing this for the first time? You know, that their contributions really do go to a place that is very special.
Yeah, I wish people, the donors to One Nation, could see what's going on today, because it would reaffirm the need and the humility of the people that receive it, and the gratitude by the people that receive it, and it's just heart-rendering. And I'm just so pleased that I could be a part of this in some way. And it takes a lot of people to make this happen. Donors across the country, and support of volunteers in Colorado Springs, and the trucking company and the volunteers. And it's just heart-rendering, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it. I wish I could bare my heart and my soul to you and say, hey, I love you. What you do for the people is so important and so much appreciated. I just wish my heart could open up and talk, but my mouth, my tongue can't really say the words that I have the feeling for. So
it's good for the soul to be out here.
Oh yeah, it's great for the soul.
It is.
It gives meaning to your life, and we thank the Creator for the day and for what we're able to do.
How much time passes, Urban, from the time that an item will come into you before it ends up getting packed in a truck and out to a place like this?
Probably 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, we quality control the item to make sure it works, or it's clean, or it's serviceable. We just don't put anything in the contributions. We want to make sure it's something that's going to help the people, and something that would make a difference in their lives physically, and then also let them know that people care about them. There's people all across the country that care about them, and just hope that feeling comes across to them. So that's the best I can do.
I have to say, and I don't know who really got all this put together, but I have to say that this is one of the few times that I've seen stuff that actually was donated that our people could really use. We most of us come from really big families. When we first moved back to the res, we stayed with our cousin, and there was like 5 or 6 of us in that house. Some homes have 15, 20, you know how it is. And a lot of times there's no mattresses. And it's not like we all have the money to just go out and buy mattresses and beds and stuff. So it's not that we don't care. It's just sometimes we just don't have the money or the means even to go get a mattress. So I looked at everything that was brought, and I didn't see anything that couldn't be used, like cabinets and shelves and all the baby stuff. We've got a lot of new moms in our communities, and they got strollers and baby toys, and it's not just about us. It's about, once we get on feet, reach back and pull the next person up, and the next person, and the next person. That's what I hope. And giving our young men a chance to do something positive for their community, like helping and stuff like this, is awesome. We're strong. We're able to survive whether we have things or not. But it's good to know that there's good people in the world still that do care and do these things that help alleviate some of the stress of not having money all the time to get the things we need.
I'm glad, that this has happened, because a lot of our people sometimes get left out in things. Not everybody gets something. And here today, I've watched a lot of them just be grateful for what they have, what they've gotten. But I thank you from the community, from my family, the Estes family, and I appreciate everything you guys done for us.
Well, we're just a small part, and there's a lot of viewers out there that have watched the show and that have been contributing to One Nation for years, and so we'll just pass the thanks on to all those folks who support the One Nation program.
And I thank you for the One Nation people who brought this here for us.
You get to this end of the operation a fair amount of times, don't you?
Yes.
Different places. So, do you think the effort went pretty good here? Would it seem like it was organized? And
I think it was very organized. I think the people in charge of coordinating the flyers, getting up to the people, everything was just, there's so many people that showed up, it had to have gone well.
It's a community effort, people helping each other, helping, even the little ones were unloading the truck. That just grabbed me. The truck drivers were here unloading the truck.
The little brothers and sisters helping carry a box of stuff out for Mom. It's pretty neat.
You helped me load this mattress. They didn't, one member of the community helping the other. It's just heart-rendering.
Can't beat that.
No.
try to talk to everybody I come in contact about what I do and who I help. And what I try to say is find out more about us. Try to find out where you fit, where you can get involved, because there's something that everybody can do. From the poorest of the poor in our country, as far as we see poor, to the richest. No matter what your faith is, there's something everybody can do to pull together and make a difference, because there's always somebody worse off than we are. And if we all work together, we'd all be okay.
Well, I have to say, there's many people that help, but the person that stands out the most is my brother, my friend, Eddie Three Eagles. Before Ed was there, we were struggling to keep our doors open, but when he came, he acted as an ambassador to our community, because part of our mission is to highlight the positive aspects of the Native culture, not just make the people aware of the plight of the Native brothers and sisters, but also accentuate the positive aspects of the culture. And Eddie, being a professional performer or a Native American flute player, a singer, storyteller, he joined our ranks, helped us out, and he devotes his time and energies to our mission, helping his brothers and sisters. And we wouldn't be here today talking about our mission if it weren't for Ed. So he's a gift from the Creator for us.
When I was there for the first time to the reservation on Rosebud, we was there and we went to have lunch with the kids that we played at the school for. And the lady that was there was telling us, she said, these kids only get 2 meals a day. You know, no third meal. Some of them do, some of them don't. But the most fortunate ones get their meal, breakfast at school, and their lunch at school, or what you're eating now. And then they go home to poverty, where they don't have that meal, unless they're over at the school for the year. And then they get the third meal. That really set me back to look at that and go, my God, is it really that bad? Yeah, it is. And then we went to go see them at some of the houses that we seen. And to see it walk in and they have a little bitty light bulb hanging from the ceiling. It's connected to a neighbor's house. It's connected to a neighbor's house. It's connected to the other neighbor's house. It breaks my heart. It really does. It tears me up inside to go, God, why? You know, why? Why you do this to the people? God says, I didn't do it to the people. The people did it to the people. It wasn't I. See? A story comes to mind, and when we do on our show, they broadcasted it on the radio station. I didn't know they had done that. In this time of stories and everybody talking and everything, there was a grandpa and a grandma in their car going down the road. And they were looking for a truck and to meet head on. They was going to commit suicide together, this grandma and grandpa. And they had to listen to the radio. Grandpa pulled off to the side of the road. They finished listening to the program. And when he got done, he went back and he was telling his family what they were going to do. And telegraph wire and reservations are better than Mau Bell. See? So it got back to us that this grandpa and grandma had heard our stories, listened to us, and they said, these people care. These people do love us. Changed life. Let's go back. So they came back. So that changed that grandma and grandpa's life. You know?
We'll be right back with our closing segment, Brûlé, live from Mount Rushmore, concert for reconciliation of the cultures.
RFD-TV presents Brûlé's American Indian Rock Opera, one night only, Saturday, November 24th at the Orpheum Theater in Omaha, Nebraska. The holiday tradition returns with a unique blend of contemporary and Native American music, along with traditional rhythms and dance. Brûlé. Tickets are available at the Ticket Omaha box office at ticketomaha.com or call 402-345-0606.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.